200 days in hardcore Minecraft. It's good to be back where I left off at day 102 and immediately got to enchant my trident. After that I traded with my villagers. In real life quite a few months have passed and I didn't know if I want to come back to this world. In the end I did, and it was a very good decision. After the trading session I realized I didn't even have an enchanting table, so I made one underneath my basement. Putting it underneath my floor made it very easy accessible and also very space efficient. After building it, I enchanted my gear. I was even able to upgrade some tools to netherite, and right in that moment my most used pickaxe, oh no, was born. And with it came a shovel. Nearly all my tools had a name now: sheesh, oh yeah, bow, and sword. On day 105 I thought, I guess I need some more space. So I dug. And I dug quite a bit. The area was needed for the second expansion of my villager trading hall. I really needed more villagers and this was the best way to do it. After lighting up the area, I could finally start building on day 106. And with all that out of the way, it's montage time. Two Minecraft days later I finished the project and it looked like this. Pretty sweet if you ask me. At least the dogs agree. But obviously after building the trading hall we needed some inhabitants. And with that zombie, I only needed to set each trait for the villager. Now the villager trading hall is completed and only needs some decoration, but this has to wait a little more. After enchanting my trident to perfection, it was time to brew some potions so I can cure the librarians. This amount of potions should last me quite some time. The next day, day 114, I went out and gathered some gold so I can actually craft the golden apples to cure the villagers. I even found some diamonds in the process. On day 116 I thought I was done and actually dug out a pretty large area. But then I just continued and it just got even bigger and better. And those are all the ores I could find. After renaming my trident, I wanted to test how powerful the villager trading hall is. So I went a full day just trading. In the end, it was totally worth it. I got a lot of stacks of emeralds. To make it even more efficient, I started to cure and infect the villagers. But I still didn't have enough gold, so I wandered around the nether, trying to find some, and after looting a bastion, I had everything I needed. Everything I didn't need, I traded with some piglins. But in the bastion, I found the best music disc existing at that time, Pigstep. But now it was time to collect everything for the wither skeleton farm. On day 126, I was in the end again to get more shulker boxes. I didn't have enough, so I looked around and found a lot of entities. I killed every single shulker I could find. On day 133, after getting back, I went to the mesa biome to collect some terracotta. After that I also found an ice spikes biome, and I grabbed some ice because I needed that for the wither skeleton farm. I also needed some sand. I quickly checked on the slime farm and it was still working like a charm. I almost had 5 stacks of slime blocks by now. Oh, and I also crafted a hoe and gave it the perfect enchantments. I really wanted to try it out, so after finding a forest, I absolutely decimated the leaves. It's already day 136, and by the end of those 200 days, I would really like to have a wither skeleton farm. So it was now time to grind out the rest of the resources I needed to build it. Here you can see the material list, and this is the time-lapse of me gathering everything. And just like that, the only thing I still needed are 2731 nether bricks. Fortunately, I was going to get those by mining out the actual area for the farm. And on day 142, the grind started. But after some time I got frustrated. We don't talk about it. It's now time for some wither fights. To craft all the beacons on day 170, it was time to mine a lot of obsidian. And just like that, I nearly crafted 20 beacons. The rest of the day was spent haunting some achievements. Enjoy the montage. I then wanted some more items from raids, so I gathered level 6 of Bad Omen and started it. I defeated the raid with no major issues or problems, and then went back to trading for emeralds and books. On day 175, it was finally time to remove the last standing villager house. After checking on the slime farm again, it was time to organize all my chests. This took a while, so enjoy this 1-minute time lapse. On day 180 I was done with the sorting and wanted to build a small hut for my dogs. And with those last blocks placed, it was done. It looks pretty neat if you ask me, and the pets definitely liked it. I still had more room on my compound, so on day 181 I expanded the wheat farm. Now here's finally a time lapse of me being AFK at the wither skeleton farm. It really works well, got me over 100 levels. A few days later I was done with my AFK session and crafted all the resources into blocks. 2 days later, back at the starter base, I traded with more villagers. I promise to not show as much of this in future episodes, because by now, you know all of it. But still, having so many emerald blocks and crafting them is pretty satisfying. Also on that same day, I relined most of my portals. It was getting pretty annoying to come out somewhere where you didn't want to be. This also led me to building a new portal, leading to an ocean monument. I wonder what's gonna happen in 300 days. I was back to mining stone on day 198. This mining session turned out to be pretty successful and I got a lot of resources. After coming back, I reorganized some of my chests. This mostly included the unstackable items and potions. Unfortunately, this is the last clip of me before 200 days. I mined some ancient debris and then went AFK on the iron farm. Perhaps you might be interested in checking out the first 100 days, and 300 days will be coming out sooner than you'd think. I hope you all enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you soon. Bye!